Hello my beautiful people and welcome to my channel. In this space I'm going to be sharing with you monthly general tarot readings as well as my TikTok lives, and I'll also be sharing with you essential oil education and, excitingly, my podcast interviews for my podcast. I'm Kitty O'Brien and thank you so much for joining me here. So for the best free online tarot readings and for the most accurate tarot readings, hit that little bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, and the subscribe button. Welcome my beautiful people. This is a general reading for the element of water, which is Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces. I haven't had a chance to do individual readings this month. I had court last month and the half term. Everything just went out the window. So this month I'm going to do by elements, and then next month I'll be doing the individual ones again. But I really wanted to get November in, so I thought I would do it this way. Ooh, destiny is playing a part in this reading. Destiny, definitely destiny. Right, let me give these a little shuffle. So I'm going to let the cards fall. And then I'm going to grab some plant magic. Oh my god, destiny again! Right, let's see. Sorry, I didn't know that was my child or someone in the kitchen. It's a very, very old house. I think I say this every single video I do. It's an old house. It was built in 1714. So yes. Next weekend, I'm at a live event. So excited. It's lovely doing readings in person for people with my girlies. I sold out again. Very, very cool. Right. We got some new stuff coming. Oh, jeez Louise. We've got some new stuff coming in. We have definitely got some new stuff coming in. They're trying to get away. Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, yes. Recognizing our strengths is one of the hardest things, I swear to goodness. Like, just people don't recognize. They just don't recognize it. There's some little things we can learn, like the powers of the universe, law of attraction, stuff like that, that can really help. Sorry, Rosie, did that get you, my darling? My cat's sleeping beside me. We got the Fool again. Oh my goodness. We've had these cards before. They have shown up again. Right. We have got some juicy stuff this month. Oh, I swear to God. No, let me just pull a different one. It's all feisty. These cards, I cannot recommend them enough. There is a new deck that I've not used a lot, that much. Rebecca Campbell, the Healing Waters Oracle deck. I really wanted to use them for these readings, and I completely forgot. They are so divine. They're so divine. Summer Savory. Let's see what this beauty says. This will support the reading. Right. Let's just quickly read it. Wild Orange, funny enough, right beside me, because I've been making some little cleansing bottles. So it's eucalyptus, wild orange, and peppermint. I use doTERRA. I only use doTERRA, by the way. Oops, hang on. I've just... Oh my goodness. There we go. I was like, pages were stuck together. I thought I was losing my mind. Right. I love this. some things are not meant to be tamed. For example, you. So you are not meant to be tamed, my lovely. You are not meant to be tamed. This is the sacral chakra. Yeah. Creativity, pleasure, and intimacy. The asteroid Pan, sorry. So it's about wildness, nature connection, fertility and sex. House of Sagittarius, travel, philosophy, the future, is the element of air. So it's about the intellect, mental beliefs, mindsets, perspective, and paradigms. Procrastinating or overthinking something will have you missing out on opportunity. Go explore the world. Step beyond your comfort zone and try new things. There is a need for celebration or party. Stop worrying about what others think, especially those who want to quash your dreams or your light. Your vibe will attract your true tribe, so be yourself. Do not feel guilty for having pleasure in your life. Go wild. Get out into the forest. So, breathe me in. We put a drop on our hand and we breathe in. You want to cast off restrictive shackles and live the fullest life. Start an adventure journal. Each week, add an entry of something you have never done, noting what you did, how you felt, and what you learned about yourself and life. Get daring, push the limits, and watch yourself grow. When you hesitate, inhale Summit Savory to reawaken the wild one within. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. So beautiful. Okie doke, yes, because we are very much stuck where we are. We have got the King of Pentacles. Now the King of Pentacles, well, Pentacles represents money, places, and things in tarot. And the King of Pentacles is very much, it's a very, like, energetically, it's quite a slow card. It does mean financially, though, like, finances are a thing here. Finances are a thing in this reading. Now, I think, like, finances are definitely coming in. Money's definitely coming in, not finances. Yeah, money's coming in. Money is a big thing in your life right now. I mean, money does make the world go around. Like we're talking about materialistic things as well. Like, it could have something to do with properties, real estate sort of stuff. And it's a Taurus as well with the King of Pentacles. So, money. Money's on the mind. What's coming up as an obstacle is the celebration. It's the Three of Cups. It's interesting that this is coming up as a slight obstacle. So the Three of Cups represents like an engagement or buying a house or buying a new car. It could be a birth. It could be a marriage. It could be... it's like one of those life goals, those moments in life, and it's coming up as an obstacle. And it could be that maybe you want a new house or a new car, or maybe you want to get engaged, or maybe you want that big wedding, but maybe the money's not there. Maybe financially there's like an issue, because it's coming up as a slight blockage. Your desire is to feel like you're being divinely guided through all of this, because this card is all about the universe guiding you on your journey. It's also about a strong relationship between a mother and a son or a daughter, or it could be like a father and a son or a daughter, but there's definitely that yearning for that closeness and that connection. And maybe you feel disconnected from your family because of the financial situation. I mean, it's very, especially this time of year with Christmas coming up, I've been hearing a lot more, no, we can't afford that. No, can't afford that. No, can't afford that. I know myself, like being a single working mum, that it's been tough. And sometimes I feel like so guilty when I like say to my little boy, like, nah, like he wanted to go to the zoo today. And we had other things going on anyway, but I was like, no, I can't go to the zoo. We've got to wait for mummy to get paid. So it's very much, And sometimes we can feel that, like, that disconnection because we feel like we're not providing for our kids, you know, and they want stuff. Especially teenagers. I hear they're quite expensive. My one's expensive, but he's only 3. But yeah, there's definitely, we can feel that disconnection. And also, you know, we just, especially with this card, you just want to feel like you're being divinely guided and everything's going to be okay. And almost like, it's that comfort, isn't it? Like, everything's going to be okay. And it's also like nurturing that inner child. But money, I can tell you, is definitely coming in, because we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Now, whenever you get the ace in tarot, it represents a new beginning. It represents something divine. It represents the universe coming into play. And it's like a massive coin there. It's like pentacles. So it's also the element of earth as well. So it's very grounding. And funny enough, when we feel like we have more money, we do feel more grounded. We feel less stressed. We feel like, you know, life feels good when you've got money. I mean, I love money. You know, it's a tool. It doesn't control us. That's the thing to remember. But money's definitely coming in. Now, what's coming up as your past is the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is, she's like in the element of fire, very passionate. So maybe in the past you were quite passionate, and now as if there's some money problems that have come up, it's like, oh, I don't feel that passionate about stuff. I don't, you know, it's maybe hard for you to feel sexy and dress up and look nice, and it could be that. It could be that intimacy's gone out the bedroom with you and your partner because there's so many financial worries. So, but she was in the past. She's in the past. She does make, you know, an appearance in the future again in other ways. But yeah. And actually Wands also represents career. So it could have been like you had a different career in the past that paid better. Or it could be that you're, you know, the career you had in the past isn't really suited to family life, anything like that. Now, money's definitely going to be making an appearance because we've got not only the Ace of Pentacles, so we've got the King and the Queen. And, you know, we had this in a few readings ago. The Queen of Pentacles. She's all about fertility and abundance. And when I say fertility, it's not just like physically producing babies, but it's like birthing new business ideas or having inspired thought, which is like what we receive from the universe. There's so many different things there. It's just abundant. Stuff flows in. Stuff is just easier. Things, you know, feel like they take less time to grow, and it's just wonderful. And like, she's wearing the red robe, which represents the passion. So she very much mirrors the Queen of Wands, who's also in the red robe. Okay, and this is passion and desire. And so she's got the passion and desire. She's got the coin, so money, places, people and things. And the bunny in the corner is fertility. And she's also got the grapevines and the roses around her as well, which represents slow growth. And the green as well. Green is very much about the Empress. So it's about abundance, good harvest, reaping the rewards after working like hard work, that sort of stuff. So very, very, it's a very good card. It's a very good card. Got the angels on her throne. I mean, it's just a beautiful card. And this card, these represent you, okay? So very much abundance is coming in. When we recognize our own worth and value as well, more stuff comes in. But there is a lot of internal conflict and nobody wins. Nobody wins, because you can't, you know, when you're arguing with yourself, nobody wins. But also when you argue with a person, no one really wins. This is the five of wands, and you can see like everyone's just like in a tangle really, and it's not going anywhere. There's a lot of internal frustration, wanting to receive things quicker, and this could be like family wise, you know, kids don't like it when you say no to them. They always want new stuff, they always want new toys, and birthdays coming up, Christmas coming up, it's just like, you know, there's this time of year is an expensive time of year. So And then, like, you have to buy the big meals, don't you, for Christmas and stuff. It's just, there's a lot. Christmas decorations, Christmas tree, all those things coming up. So it can cause a little bit of conflict inside the home and within yourself. But you got to realize you got the power. Excuse me. Magician. Actually, I'm going to have a sip of my very cold tea. The Magician, the Magician, the Magician. This is your hopes and your fears, this card. He's got the infinity symbol above his head, okay? So, which is like infinity. We've got the candle lighting the way through the darkness. And then he's got everything on the table. He's got the cups, he's got the pentagram, he's got the sword, he's got the wand. So all the elements, all the sweets are on that table. Again, he's got the red robe, and then he's got the green around his waist. So it's very much about, this is like, actually, where this card is in this position, I feel like it's about self-worth. Because you could do so much, and you probably are doing a lot with your life, but when we start understanding, like truly understanding how to use the magic of this world, like the law of attraction, and when we really start understanding like how we're wired and how our brain works and our subconscious mind and how we were conditioned, and how when we understand our thought processes and our emotional processes, and when we start really recognizing the powers we have, like wherever religion you look at, we are made in the image of God. We're made in the image of gods. In my case, is goddess as well. Gods and goddesses. And when we're made in the image of a god, that means we can create our world like a god. And when you say that to people, they're like, pfft. But like, if we're made in the image of one, we can create our world like one. And we can manifest and attracting anything that we want. So this card, being your hopes and your fears, is like you want to believe it's true, but then you're like, it sounds too good to be true. So there's that, like, that internal fight, that internal conflict, okay? So we just need to recognize the power that we have. I mean, we're not a body with a soul. We're a soul with a body. We're a soul experiencing this world through our body. And like when you look at the size of our souls, they fill the room. Like when you look at our auroras around us, like I think, was it Bob Proctor was talking about like if you were to use a human being as a battery, you could power, I think he said you could power the city of New York for a month or something ridiculous with how much energy our body produces. Like, that's phenomenal. Like, we're creative beings, and we just don't use our personal power enough. Mainly because we're not taught how to, but there's just so much potential. So good stuff is really going to start coming your way when you recognize that you can attract that in, and you're going to be so victorious. Look at people supporting you. There's one person there riding on the horse with everybody else rallied around, supporting and walking alongside you and celebrating with you. So you're going to be fully supported by the people around you. You're going to go through a bit of a rebirth, okay? And it's really interesting that the swords have come up, because the swords along the spine represent like alternative therapies or medicines. So like essential oils is a perfect one, a perfect way to balance it's upside down. Eucalyptus, actually making little spray bottles at the moment. So eucalyptus, wild orange and peppermint. What else? Well, it's just gone out my head. So I've got EDS as well. So it's just literally using different, yes, this is what I wanted to say. Looking at your toolbox and deciding like what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Like, how do you support yourself emotionally? How do you support your well-being? How do you support your physical, your emotional and your spiritual growth? Like, how do you support that? So it can also represent like acupuncture, crystals, Reiki, anything like that. And it looks at the subconscious and the conscious mind. So when we have land, that's the conscious mind, and then water represents the subconscious mind, which is where all our conditioning forms and everything like that. So it's like a new dawn as well. Like you can see the sun rising. So it's the dawn of a new day. So you go through a lot of change, and you step into that next best version of yourself. So it's a really wonderful card to have. Really wonderful card. Yes, it's such a wonderful card when it's linked with these two. So stuff is going to come in super quick, okay? Because we've got the Knight of Wands. You're going to be passionate about it. You know, it's going to fulfill your desires. You know, get that spark going again. You know, put your blood on fire. There's stuff is going to come in, and it's going to come in quick. And it's going to get you really excited, okay? Really excited. And then you're going to be happy. You're going to be in a higher frequency. You're going to be more authentic. You can have more love, more space in your life, less stress. And then you're going to attract in more good things. And then you've got the Fool. He's made a couple of appearances in the readings lately. So the Fool is very much, it's one of the most positive cards in the deck. You've got the Sun. He's got his bag on the back, which represents his past, so he's carrying it behind him, so he remembers the lessons of the past, but it's not in front of him, so he's not reliving those same experiences. It's a bright new day, it's a bright new dawn, new beginning, new adventure, really exciting stuff, lots of newness coming in. And again, you've got the Wild. Now the World represents coming full circle. It represents a chapter of your life closing and a new chapter beginning. Very much like the Fool. Very much like the Fool. Very much like the Ten of Swords. So lots of newness coming in. Lots of wonderful, it's just so exciting. So exciting. So you're going to go through this personal rebirth. You're going to step into the next best version of yourself. You're going to realize your potential, full potential, and start manifesting in stuff using like the law of attraction. So what you think and feel is what you attract in. And then we've got the Fool, a bright new future, and we've got the Wild, coming full circle, chapter of your life closing, and a brand new chapter starting, brand new phase of your life. So really, really exciting times for the future. Oh, I am so excited for you guys. So, so excited. And oh my goodness. This is definitely going to come in quite quickly, so expect little miracles happening anytime soon. Goodbye, my beautiful people.